August, it's coming, and I want to mentally prepare you. I've been telling you about 60 days ago, get ready for 90 days. Now we're about 30 days away from what's about to happen. Let's first talk about, okay, the Bitcoin halving. Then we're going to talk about interest rates. And then we're going to talk about the trillions of dollars that are going to be coming in from tariffs. And I'm going to show you a tweet from David Sachs around Elon Musk and Trump that is going to make you smile and warm your heart a little bit. But I'm the person, and my channel is designed to keep you stoic, to keep you calm. First of all, you're still very early. Okay. Only 5% of the population to about 6% has exposure to this asset class. This will be the greatest missed opportunity in human history. And on the back end of every video, I share with you exactly what I'm holding and why I'm holding. I'm not telling you have to do that, but I tell you exactly what I am doing. Okay. I've been sharing with you guys August for a very important reason. Okay. We knew that Trump dropped these tariffs worldwide, and he said that it's going to start to come in August. He said the payment is coming in August. You guys remember that video I showed you? So we're going to see pressure on interest rates coming down. I'm going to show you all this stuff. We're going to see tariff income coming in. We're going to see economic boom like you've never seen before in America. Okay, so let's go through this really slowly and methodically. Then I'm going to share with you my plan, and hopefully you'll start to connect the dots on why I do what I do. Okay, very important. I like to share with you the why. You should never ask yourself what to invest in. You should say, why am I investing? And thank you for bearing with me. Hopefully the audio is good and stuff. I'm in a mobile location right now as I'm traveling a little bit. Okay, so we know that Trump, I'm filming this on Wednesday. You're watching this on Thursday. So today, Trump is visiting the feds. The day you're watching this on Thursday. So I'm filming this on Wednesday. You're watching this on Thursday to ramp up pressure on Jerome Powell. Okay. So there's a lot of pressure on Jerome Powell to lower interest rates. So that's the first thing I want you to write down. I want you to write down interest rate pressure. Okay. Trump wants to bring interest rates. Listen to me, guys. He wants to bring interest rates from a 4.25 Fed rate down to 1%. Listen to me. Do you realize what that is going to do to the markets? Smart money gets the hell out of the US dollar when interest rates drop, and they're going to go into Bitcoin, they're going to go into gold, they're going to go into silver. Okay. Real estate is going to fly. But remember, when you print money in a low interest rate environment for a long enough period of time, yes, there's going to be massive economic growth, and I'm going to show you, but everything has a wave of energy. As we go into 2028, 2029, someone's going to have to pay the price for this. And when it's time to pay the price and we go into high inflation again, guess what they're going to be holding? Bitcoin. And by that time, they're going to be holding XRP, Bitcoin, Solana, ADA. He gave you the blueprint. And guess what? What they're holding is deflationary. It's the opposite of the US dollar. You're going to be sitting there holding the US dollar in your bank account, and they're going to be chilling over there in Bitcoin, a deflationary asset with a fixed supply. We're going to be holding a shitload of XRP, Solana, deflationary, fixed supply. The system is changing for the next 100 years. Okay. So we talked about Trump is putting pressure on the Feds to lower interest rates. That's going to make the markets fly. Okay, we have the Bitcoin halving that was in April 2024. Typically 12 to 15 months after the Bitcoin halving, the markets absolutely fly. April was 12 months. Okay, we have May, 13 months, June, 14 months, July, 15 months, August is the 16th month as the market starts to fly. I shared with you guys, I believe August and beyond is going to be crazy. Just remember I'm saying this. You're going to be sitting there in November and December. You're going to realize that you're the generational shift over your family. You are going to see massive gains in your portfolio as we go into November, December. Just my opinion, okay? Do your own research. So Charlie Payne, Trump's tariffs will generate trillions in revenue. So we're going to see taxes come down, gas prices come down, grocery prices are going to come down, and a bunch of money in August are going to start coming into to America, along with lower interest rates over the next couple months, which is going to pump the markets. Okay. Now this is super bullish. If this happens, this is like very fun to talk about. If this happens, it's game over, guys. So Carter Hughes posted this. Holy cow. President Trump has called for the abolishment of income tax. Do you realize what that would do, guys? Think about this. The morning Trump fired 25% of the this morning Trump fired 25% of the IRS workforce. Would you support him doing this? Check this out.
We had no income tax. The income tax came in 1913. As I said in my speech last week, instead of taxing our citizens to enrich foreign nations, we should be tariffing and taxing foreign nations to enrich our citizens. Does that make sense, right?
Okay. So think about what he just said. He just said we should be tariffing and taxing other nations. That's what he's doing, guys. This is not out of the question. This is not out of the question what he just mentioned, guys. He's taxing and tariffing other nations. He's going to bring a bunch of money in the economy. They created a sovereign wealth fund. Interesting. He spent a bunch of time in the Middle East. If you go to Dubai, they have a sovereign wealth fund. They don't tax their citizens. They let their citizens have their money in their pocket. It's run very efficiently. The government has their own money, their own businesses, and then boom, going into this narrative right here, this kind of solidifies this and cleans it up just a little bit to make it more bullish. Okay, this is interesting. Everyone is stating that I will destroy Elon's companies by taking away some, if not all, of the largest scale subsidies he received from the US government. This is not so. I want Elon and all the businesses within our country to thrive. In fact, thrive like never before. The better they do, the better the USA does. And that's good for all of us. We are setting records every day, and I want to keep it that way. Okay. This was a post that David Sachs put right next to it. Today's announcement with the White House is a positive step towards removing the regulatory barriers and enabling even faster innovation in the benefit of Americans and for humanity as a whole. We are pleased to see the White House prioritize AI and innovation. Okay, so let me bring you guys on my screen here. Okay, it's coming to a head, guys. It's coming to a head. Lower interest rates. He wants to bring the Fed rate from 4.25 down to 1%. That is going to be phenomenal for lending. But remember, we're on the wrong side of this quadrant as the general public. Okay, when this plane lands and Trump heads off into the sunset, someone's going to have to pay the price for low interest rates and a US-based dollar that is debt. Okay, somebody's going to have to pay the price. That's why the Trump family is buying tons of crypto, Bitcoin, right? He mentioned Bitcoin, Solana, XRP, Ethereum, ADA. They created a blue chip crypto fund that includes the ones I just mentioned. It's here, family. But you got to understand how this works. This is how I built my 4-prong ecosystem. Now, the reason why I bring that up is so you'll understand why I do this. Number one is cash. Cash is trash. To me, it's trash. I don't store cash. Number two is I invest cash flow. Cash flow is king, not cash, into deflationary assets that appreciate. Okay. Number three is protection. I use cash value life insurance for 2 reasons. I got my deflationary assets that appreciate. Okay. I got my protection here. And these two, specifically Bitcoin and my insurance, become number 4, leverage. And I do what the wealthy people do. And I'm transmuting my family from financial freedom to wealth now. That's the next phase. Because I always tell you guys, financial freedom, you can mess up. I could mess this up very easily. Becoming a millionaire investor in crypto and millionaire outside with my businesses, I could screw this up by making bad decisions, buying stupid stuff I can't afford to impress people I don't like. But what I've learned is now the wealth building part, which is now I have 2 leverage components here. So I give you the example that I did. Okay. I created cash flow in the last bull run. I didn't buy Lambos, watches. I didn't get a penthouse in Miami. I stayed very, very lean and mean. I created cash flow. I put it into deflationary assets that appreciated. I pulled profits. Boom. We indexed some of it into insurance. We protected. And number 4, because I had appreciating assets that are like gold, Bitcoin, that I could leverage, and insurance that I could leverage. Now I have a leverage component, richest man in Babylon, that I can borrow at low leverage to buy what? Cash flow. Deflationary assets from the cash flow. More insurance, and then more leverage to repeat the process. That's the richest man in Babylon. So I hope you're paying attention. I told you guys 60 days ago as we headed into, I think it was, June, July, get ready for August. Now we're about 30 days away. I think even less than that. My gosh, my dates are way off. Sorry, I'm traveling. I'm a little discombobulated right now. We're there, guys. August, there's going to be a bunch of money coming into America. There's going to be pressure to lower interest rates. Okay. When interest rates go down, if he moves it from 4.25 guys down to 1%, man, your markets are going to fly. And yes, he is going to bring more innovation, more money into this economy than ever before. But the problem is the unsuspecting public is not getting financial literacy. Robert Kiyosaki's been warning you for a long time about this, guys. A long time ago about this. And that's why he owns gold and he owns Bitcoin. Ray Dalio has been warning you about this with the Ray Dalio changing world order. Kathy Woods has been warning. All these billionaires are playing a totally different game than the general public is. So I'm glad you've woken up. I'm glad that your family is here. I'm glad that you understand that this is the greatest transformation of wealth in history. So number one, don't F this up, Raul Paul says. Number two, stay calm, stay stoic. Number three is don't FOMO in, feel FOMO out. Don't get all hypey, okay? If you're listening to people that are super hypey, get away from it, okay? Set a long-term game plan, stay in the game, learn the system, and don't ask what to invest in. Ask why you should be investing in it. As we always say, Warriors, let's get your shit together. God bless you.